life and death was supposed to end with us.
It had been a long time in the making, but finally this year we saw factional warfare in EVE Online. Are you satisfied how that turned out and what it did for PvP in EVE Online?
Very satisfied. We had over 40,000 players sign up to do factional warfare in the first week and a half. That has now led to a solid core of players staying with factional warfare and helping the new players that are coming in to learn the ground rules of PvP. We're actually also starting to see the economic side effects. A lot of the Tech 1 small ships and Tech 1 modules that people are using are increasing ever so slightly in price as demand goes up. We're getting a lot of very positive feedback as well, that players are enjoying themselves. It was always a big concern for us that we didn't want this to impact too much on the sandbox environment that EVE is. A lot of people were very fond of the fact that you could do whatever you wanted. So we had to make sure that when we did implement factional warfare, it would be fun for those who wanted it, but those who don't want to take part could still continue to play EVE the way they want to play it. So getting that balance right is really what took quite a while.
So what's next?
Well, next we're going to launch Empyrean Age 1.1 at the start of September. Internally we're calling this our Power to the People patch because there's not going to be much new content, but we had an extremely long list of feedback, suggestions, comments from players about various aspects of the game, small details, which really could have used with some improvement. We've looked at lots of things from the autopilot through to some UI elements, and we've done as many small but significant changes as we could. Then in September, we're going to make up for that lack of content in 1.1 with Empyrean Age 1.2. We're going to launch over 100 new missions. We're also going to launch a feature called Certificates, which is going to be the ability to have the system issue you with a certificate that proves that you have certain skill packages. Game design is currently finalizing which certificates will be in the first release of this system, but I believe it'll help new players, for instance, roadmap their way to through the rather confusing maze of initial skill training to become much more focused. Finally, there's of course the big expansion in December, which I have to mention. We don't have an official title for it yet. Internal working name is Midas because it's all about industry. So our game design department's sitting down looking at all aspects of industry, production, resource gathering, management, and figuring out ways, what can we do to make it better, what can we do to streamline it, improve all processes, maybe look at resource distribution. Virtually everything and anything that impacts on industry and EVE will be examined. So we gave you War in the summer, and in the winter we're going to make sure the machine that keeps War running is fine-tuned and ready to face the future.
And then I have to ask one last question. Ambulation. We've seen War, we've seen industry. When will we get to sit in bars?
We will get to sit in bars, I think, a lot sooner than people think. We will be showcasing our advances in walking stations during the FanFest in November. The walking stations team is very, very jealously hiding all of their awesome graphics and videos, but we do have it working in prototype stage. So you do actually have the ability to walk around in some of the rooms now and have your Neocom and your chat channels open. It's just like being in station now, except instead of a ship you see a person. It's looking awesome. It'll look even more awesome at FanFest. So watch this space, and come November, I think everyone will be absolutely amazed.
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.